Welcome back to Call the Damn Leads, the show by sales professionals for sales professionals. My name is Drewbie Wilson, and I am excited to be here with you today, sharing all kinds of crazy sales stories, sales tactics, and everything you need to be successful in your journey in sales. Today, I am going to tell you a little story from my time in the furniture industry. So if you're listening and you're in the furniture business, you're in the furniture sales industry, or you know someone in the industry, this story's for you. Make sure you share it with your friends and bring them in, because I have a feeling you probably have a story just like this, and I'm excited to hear them and invite you on. So if you hear this story and you think, holy smokes, I love sales, I've been in it a long time, I've got some crazy stories, I'd love to bring you on as a guest, head over to callthedamnleads.com/podcast. Send over your information. Tell me a little bit about your story. Let's set up a time to bring you on. But let's get into today's craziness. So, a few years back, I worked at a furniture store with someone that became a friend over the years. And it was a job that I took kind of as a part-time in-between sales gig after I had gotten let go from a previous sales position in the tobacco industry. So a friend of mine that was a client in the tobacco store calls me. He says, hey man, I got this opportunity selling furniture around the corner. If you're interested, come check it out. Meet the owner, see what happens. Owner's a real nice young man, about my age, maybe 25, 26 at the time. Says, hey man, I'll give you 2% commission on anything you sell. Hit the floor and see what you can come up with. And boy, do I have some crazy fun stories from that job. Today's in particular is one of my favorites to tell. It's your average day, kind of sunny outside. I'm sitting there waiting for some ups to come in, working through. To be honest, I didn't call the damn leads back then. I was just an order taker taking ups. And I'm just hanging out watching as people are rolling in. And in walks a nice young couple. Guy's a little bit erratic. Girl kind of seems reserved, let's say. And I do my typical greeting. Hey, welcome to the store. If you're, is there anything that brought you in today? Are you looking for anything in particular? And they're saying, hey, we're here. We want to check out some bedroom suits. I'm like, fantastic. You've come to the right place. We have 36 sets on the floor. We have kings and queens here. We have, different sizes and styles over here. I'll give you some time to walk around, check things out, and then I'll come out and see how you're doing, let you know if there's any questions that need answered. We can handle it from there. And I step back and I mosey on over into the corner to watch, and I'm watching this couple, and they're chit-chatting back and forth, kind of real quiet like, and they're just checking out all these bedroom suits, and they're walking along, and the guy I'm seeing is kind of grabbing each one and he's giving it a good shake. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? And I'm, giving him some time, being comfortable and cool, calm, collected, because I don't want them to feel like pressured. And as I make my way back over, I come around the corner, and the lady, I catch her eye, and she gives me a very sheepish smile and kind of nods and looks down. And I look at the gentleman, and I'm like, well, is there anything I can help you with? Any questions that you have? And the guy's like, yeah, man, this thing kind of makes a lot of noise. How sturdy is it? It's like, well, it's pretty well put together. It's one of our nicer models. It's not the low end. It's not the highest end, but it's pretty sturdy. And depending on where you put it in the room, how you set it up, it should work pretty well. And he says, well, here's the deal, man. We just got married. We just moved in together. We got kids, and I need something that's not going to wake them up down the hall. And I have seen very few people ever blush as red as I saw this man's new wife, apparently. And she was very, very upset that he would share that he was looking for a bedroom suit that was sturdy enough for them to go to Pound Town on and not wake up their blended family, which, respectfully, I understand. And also, as a young man who was dating I think she was my wife now, but fiance at the time, was thinking, that's hilarious. And also, this woman was incredible incredibly embarrassed by the whole situation. Doesn't matter, I'm a sales professional. I says, well, let me tell you, man, if you're looking for something a little more sturdy, I'm going to show you this option over here. It's all wood. It comes very, very tight, and we will set it up and make sure it ain't jiggling around for you. So I take him over. I show him the set. He takes a look at it and goes, nah, man, that's way out of my price range. We'll take the one down there on the corner. And I'm like, are you sure, sir? I don't think that's going to be... it's all just pipe and tube. I don't think it's going to hold up the way you're looking. He's like, we'll take that one over there. So I'm like, all right, man. I don't know. The guy goes, he picks it up, he takes it home, and he comes in 5 or 6 hours later, and he's got this huge knot on the side of his head, and he's stirring up a damn ruckus talking about, I want to return. This thing is malarkey, like every expletive in the book, and it turns out, apparently he bought the cheap bedroom set, took it home, rushed to put it together, tried to make use of it right away, and fell apart. Thing hit him in the head. He was less than pleased. It was a big disaster. And yet, it is still one of the most hilarious stories to date that this gentleman, came in with his wife and embarrassed the hell out of her, asking, hey man, is this sturdy so I can take my wife to Pound Town? And, that will forever live in my mind. And then also to know that he bought the least expensive option that was the most least sturdy and took it home and ended up really seeing what that meant when you buy lesser quality. And so let that be a lesson, sales pros. First and foremost, always do what's right for your client. Try to show them the best solution for their problem and make sure that, unlike this gentleman, they're not going to get home, put it to use, and end up with a big knot on their head. So again, I love crazy sales stories. I cannot wait to come on and share more with you over time. And again, if you have a great sales story, if you've been in the game long enough to have experienced some wild shit, I want you on. I want to share your story. So head over to callthedamnleads.com/podcast. Submit your information. Send us your stories. Let's bring them on. I want to share as many wild ones as we can. And if you hear this story, you liked it, you have someone in the industry you think will get a kick out of it, make sure you hit subscribe. Share it with your friends. Tag us on social media at Call the Damn Leads. We'll see you guys on the next episode.